is on 7200 jamming by playing recordings. He's doing it every day, and there's a pattern to it. I've noticed another little pattern. Is there something going on there, Wilma?
Somebody's been picking Joe apart up on 7200. That's funny.
You're just trying to divert, little Wilma.
Really funny.
Keep trying.
Funny.
Keep trying. Show up, Wilma. Show up. Don't try to flop out the other amplifier. Don't try to do that. You piece of shit.
So who have you pissed off lately?
Well, I'll tell you what, Will. You show up there, you're probably not going to be able to talk. It won't be me. It won't be me, but there are enough people that know your signal. I'm surprised they haven't come down here to listen, but I think a lot of those guys can't put up a 75-meter antenna.
I got a picture in the mail.
Shut the fuck up, you hillbilly.
Hey, stop that.
In generations, he's shitting into a hole in the ground, guys. Now that's performance. That's performance of your gene pool. That's proof of the pudding right there. Single room schoolhouse, taking a dump in an outhouse, 9 generations into this American experiment. There you go, guys.
You're got a pretty mouth, boy.
Oh, shit.
About 60 seconds after that tornado crossed the Mississippi River, all the jamming went away.
You gotta wonder why that happened.
Hey, you gotta wonder why that poor old black woman working in the church, been working in that church, handing out free meals to all the lowlifes in the neighborhood. Why, that Jesus character of yours made that wall fall on her, killed her deader than a doornail. Doing God's work every week. And guess what she got?
You were,
you know, it must be. The only thing I could think of is if there is a God, a Christian God, that son of a bitch is a psychopath. That's the only thing I could think of. He's a goddamn psychopath.
Hey, Joe, didn't he?
Yeah, he kind of...
That's the only thing I got, the only reason that I could come up with, you know. And on that street that church is on, there's druggies, there's pimps, there's drug dealers, there's every criminal that you could think of. It's the hollowed out area, you know. And of all the people that got injured, she got killed in her own church. In her own church, guys.
Been a boy.
That Jesus, man, he must have been on vacation. Maybe he was down in the islands or something, working on his tan.
He got whooped up there.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't give a shit. I mean, is that possible? Is that possible that this Jesus character, he just didn't give a shit? Or why do all these hillbillies believe in this crap? I mean, don't they see example after example after example? How stupid. Well, maybe they don't, because that's what it takes to be on your 9th generation in America, and you're shitting into a hole in the ground. Maybe that's what it takes, that level of stupidity.
Maybe he's got the old Bruce syndrome.
No, I just laugh when the Vietnamese come here, and in one generation, they're sending kids to Harvard. You got $10 million in the bank. These fucking hillbillies say, but my parents and their grandparents came over on the Mayflower. Yeah, okay. Woo. Yeah, that is funny. But it's a common theme. You know, there's another famous ham, infamous ham, that used to do that all the time, and he was the same shit. Oh, my great-great-grandfather, he did this. They're like, look at you. What the fuck happened? Went backwards? They all do it. It's part of a con game. Because, you know, once you go back like 3 generations, it's all a haze. It's all a haze. You know, there's so many possibilities of what really happened. They're all full of shit, is what it all comes down to. They just cherry pick the data, right? And just, I like this great-great-grandfather, but I don't think I like this one. This guy was a horse thief.
Like whatever.
It's pathetic. And they all do it. They all do it.
You got any left, or did you take it all? I could use a little of that.
Yeah, send me some up.
No, and he's on some go-go juice, didn't he, Possum?
He sure did.
Wow, I guess compared to poor performers like yourself, you know,
pretty old.
that is a problem. I've noticed a lot of these Southerners, they just lack energy. They have no energy whatsoever. I know they're old and almost in the grave, which, you know, will all be better off when they get there. But I mean, they have no energy. It's like they're in a friggin' coma. The only thing I could think of is their poor diet. It's their really poor diet.
It's very hurtful.
Yeah, it's their poor diet, you know, poor education,
He's hurt.
lack of information. You know, these guys, they barely got the internet like 10 years ago. And that's where they're at. They're running like 35 years behind the rest of America. And they say, oh, I want to live in a rural area that doesn't have the internet. I want to live in a rural area that barely has telephone service. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I miss all that looting and burning out here.
And in the wintertime, you're trying to get your electricity to work. Boy, you've got some real advantages there, boy.
They're looting or
Got some real advantages.
people actually talk to each other.
So do they? Do they talk to each other down there, boy?
But,
Do they talk to each other down there, boy? Yeah, you know, that's the biggest myth about rural living. Oh, we all get along. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. Most of those guys are still feuding over who stole a chicken 30 years ago.
Shut up, quivering butt.
Shut up, you asshole hillbilly. Why don't you go take a shit in a hole in the ground and get back to your roots?
Hey, what kind of chicken was it, though?
You little coward.
Yeah, 10 generations. 10 generations. Look at what we have to prove. Wow, we're a success story, guys. Oh, if you were smart, you would have been saying, hey, we just crawled across the border 1 generation ago. We're doing okay. What a dumb fuck. What an absolute dummy. Dum-dum. You know, it's the old thing. Just keep them talking. Keep them talking, they'll just burn themselves time and time again. But my great-great-great-grandfather, he was given a land grant. Oh, sure he was. Any documentation? No. I just picked some random dude. You know, because once you go past about 3 generations, it's hopeless. Every combination, you know, they didn't even know who their damn parents were, especially in the damn woods down there. You don't have any idea who your freaking father is, you hillbilly?
I do.
Oh, you don't? You have no clue.
I mean, what in the heck is he talking about?
I'm talking about hillbillies.
Come on,
I'm
man.
talking about hillbillies, and I think you know it. I think you know it.
My ancestors were so good they walked across the Atlantic.
Yeah. This is another fantasy, a refuge of a scoundrel. I've seen that genealogy shit pulled by other hams, and every one of them were a massive liar.
Joe.
They were just a lie and lie and lie, and they claim to be, you know, like the great grandson of somebody that was really a mover and shaker. But when you look into it, the person wasn't even there, you know. It's like they just found a name that fit with something and they just went with it. I mean, these guys are just lying. I mean, and look at the proof. Look at the proof. Look at where they're at. Look at where they're at. They're in a shithole.
Joe's exceptionally boring tonight.
Wow. Well, you're exceptionally boring your whole life. Your whole life. You have done nothing. You ran a damn CB shop. You used to be a cop. Then you worked for a failed chemical company. What is there that redeems you? Not a fucking thing.
Well, I've got you on here, Joe.
There you go. That is your claim to fame.
Yeah, pissing you off, and it worked.
And Fletcher ain't 46.
Could you imagine Can you imagine? I mean, this guy's like he's been a classic job hopper. You know, well, I tried doing this for a while, that didn't work out. I tried being a cop, that didn't work out. I tried running a CB shop, that didn't work out. I worked for a chemical plant, put them into bankruptcy, that didn't work out. Then I bitched about that forever.
I don't know. It's very important.
Damn loser.
Be laid bare before the eyes and hands of...
You know, it's almost as if...
I feel like I should apologize.
It's almost as if he was trying to be a failure. I mean, working at it.
People say, you know, he don't know no better, but he really doesn't, Possum.
God bless his little soul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you keep wishing. Oh, yeah, there's another one. He's calling for the final solution, but he's claiming God. Woo, boy!
You know,
That makes a lot of sense. This son of a bitch is a complete anti-Semite. He hates Jews. He blames Jews for everything. He is a total worthless piece of shit. He doesn't know anything. He tells people whose kids are sick, and they go to the doctor and said, oh, he gave us these antibiotics. He tells them, don't give them those antibiotics. You know, he hasn't spent 1 second in pre-med. He hasn't spent 1 second in medical school. He hasn't spent 1 second in residency. He hasn't spent 1 second in a practice. And yet he's giving advice to other hams who have sick children. Now that's a classy person there.
On 80 is a full wave down there where he's talking about. Over.
Shut up, you damn jammer.
Well, Granny didn't have no medical license neither. But she kept Jethro healthy.
There you go, guys.
Well, Grandma probably was washing his mouth out with soap.
That is the performance that you need to have to go from shitting in a hole 10 generations ago
Grandma
shitting in a hole 1 generation ago.
Mouth out with
there were 9 generations in between there, and you couldn't figure out indoor plumbing. 9 generations. Couldn't figure out indoor plumbing.
Super fun.
That's it. Couldn't figure it out. 9 generations.
Must be the radiation that did it to him.
What did it to your gene pool? How could you have gone nowhere in 9 generations?
Inbreeding.
Yeah, I guess. It's even worse than that, though. It's got to be worse.
Nothing like inbreeding. Strengthens the gene pool.
Yeah, you're not invited here. Leave. But he's gone. Where did he go, guys? Where did that NHCSU go? Come on out here, Theo. Get your ass out here. It's not legal.
You think it would work out okay?
Shut up, you worthless, jamming piece of garbage. Will, you are a worthless, jamming piece of garbage.
Do you think if we did
and I'm going to tell the world. I'm going to tell the world that I've figured out our little jammer, buddy. And maybe some of them are close by and they could listen a little more closely. You need to come out and defend yourself, Will. You need to make your case. Yeah, this is a guy that used to bootleg and he's saying what's legal. Another hypocrite. Another guy that used to well, I'm going to go into all the details, but there you go, guys. Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. I know in the CB world you think you can't, but this isn't the CB world. Don't have to be invited. Don't have to be invited. Don't have to be recognized. Don't need anything. You just need a license. Just need a license, AC1DD. Like Will's gonna lose his license. Will's gonna lose his license because all those signals have been captured. Every last one of them. You're a filthy damn jammer, Will. I never thought you would do that. I thought you were maybe too timid to do that. I guess I was wrong about that. You're just another scumbag. Because you're not invited here. I can look that up. Hold on. For the next 2 hours because you're not invited.
Out, scumbag.
I had to look it up for the 397 where it says you need an invitation. Let me look that up. Go ahead and look it up for the next 2 hours because you're not invited here.
Yeah, half-wave dipoles on 80 become full-wave dipoles on 40, and they don't radiate. They don't radiate very well. Oh.
Yeah, it's probably true, but I'm sure there's some extra wires coming off that dipole. Maybe you'll be out there tomorrow morning taking them down, so maybe when I tell some people that might be close by, they could run by to check. They can run by to check maybe and see how that dipole's doing. It's not legal. You're not talking to this.
You're an asshole.
You're a damn liar, Will. Oh, we got Ernie in there. He's trying to transmit. Now this guy's a real piece of loserdom. Come on in there, Ernie.
Joe's buddy.
Oh, they're all here.
Is that Joe's significant other?
Yeah, I found one of the jammers on 7200. I found him. Right down here.
But Joe, if he says he doesn't transmit on 40 meters, he's an out-and-out liar. Because I've heard him talking to Darren on 40 meters more than once.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that. You ever talk to Darren there, Will?
You play the tape.
Will, what about that, Will?
Neighbors, shut up.
Yeah, what about that, Will? He said, I don't have an antenna that'll work on 40.
Catch me on the 7200 packet frequency forward set.
Well, that's okay. No one wants you there anyway. Will!
Watch your feet, even when you go by that frequency.
Hey, Will, somebody is challenging your assertion, Will.
Vertical.
You talked to Darren on 40 meters? WO9E?
Transmitted one time on 40, and I might have told somebody to kiss my ass, but the thing was, Possum, I was on a 10-meter vertical, and they heard me. Over.
Oh, so now it's a different story.
QSL.
It's a different story
now. I make a habit of running 8 to 1 anyway.
It's a different story now. Just a half hour ago, I've never tried. I don't have an antenna that works there.
Doubt anyone would hear.
You liar.
You can't run power.
You are a filthy damn liar.
Without a tuner.
You are a lying piece of garbage.
Yeah, solid state amplifier without a tuner. You tend to run the lowest SWR, so anyway, Joe, I don't run an 8 to 1 on my amplifier. My amplifier stays on a very balanced load. Over.
Well, you just said a half hour ago that you don't have an antenna that works there. This guy says he heard you talking to Darren, then you change your story. So which is it?
Well, I like that. I think that's cool, because what he heard me on was a 10-meter vertical that he shouldn't have heard me on, and that's awesome that he can hear me on about an 8 to 1 10-meter vertical aluminum 5/8 wave. Like I said, Joe, I transmitted one time.
Oh, sure.
I cannot run my hand.
Sure, I believe you.
Therefore,
I believe you.
You've never heard me.
I believe you.
That one time where, what's his name?
I believe you, man.
He happened to hear.
You don't have to explain any further.
That was out of a barefoot radio at about 13 watts.
I believe you, Will.
I
believe you.
Gentlemen, because he must have a really good receipt.
I believe you, Will.
I have not, will not, and do not.
I believe you.
On 40
Don't
meters
worry, Will. I believe you.
Equipment on a 10-meter vertical.
I believe you. I believe you, Will. I really do. I know a half hour ago you said you've never transmitted on 40 meters. Your antenna doesn't work on 40 meters. There's no way that you could transmit on 40 meters. And then just now you said, yeah, that one time.
Well, here's how it's going to work, Joe.
I get it. I get it.
To run 40 meters.
I get it.
Listen to me very, very
I am listening to you. I am listening to you.
Decide to radiate on 40 meters, Joe.
Sure.
Know it.
I believe everything you say, Will.
Here, Joe.
I believe everything you say. Everything you say is that. Wait a minute. Are you lying then or are you lying now?
If you see my signal here,
Wait a minute.
see my signal there, Joe. Over.
You just got outed as the biggest fucking liar today. You win the contest. My name is Will, and I am a liar.
Out of Chicago.
God damn, Will.
Play the tape.
Play the fucking tape. You just admitted it. God damn.
What a moron.
What a moron. This is another Harry, guys. You know Harry that was bootlegging his own son's call sign? This guy's the same. He just did it in a different way.
So that you feel a need to create some kind of straw man smoke screen. Over.
I didn't say I've never transmitted on 40. I didn't say that. You said it. Now the guy calls you out and you say, oh, only that one time. Are you sure it was one time, Will? Maybe it wasn't 2 times or 20 times or every day?
Well, what about it? What of it?
What of it? Now you're agreeing with me. Okay.
Tell me right now, first of all, why do you care? And second of all, what will you do about it? Over?
Okay, so now you're saying, what will you do about it? Well, I'm just calling you out as a jamming piece of shit that you are. You are an unidentified, tape-playing, recording-playing asshole that has never given his call sign on 7200. And you've been doing that. You've been doing that for 6 fucking months.
It's a character issue, Joe. Over.
It is a characteristic issue. That shows you. And you just got caught in a damn lie.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think.
God. This is embarrassing.
On a 10-meter vertical aluminum antenna out of band with 13 watts, one transmission.
Are you sure? No, you're not. You're a liar. Why did you admit to that? On
a
I can't believe it.
10-meter piece of shit antenna. And
no, piece of shit operator. Fucking jammer. Playing recordings for the last 6 months. You friggin' liar.
Of an appreciable signal on 7200 that's knocking people out, I rest assured that my little 10-meter vertical aluminum antenna, is not the signal that's causing trouble on 7200.
Yeah.
When I decide to operate,
I believe you.
Every one of you operators, when I decide to operate 7200, you will hear me.
We have heard you. We've heard you. We've looked at your signal. We see the similarities. And I wondered why you changed to a bigger amplifier. Because you thought you were going to come to 7200 with your heavy iron and you were going to make a show of it. But you were careful. You never transmitted there and used your call sign, right?
I have 7200.
He's still
I
talking.
would probably unleash it like right now.
Hey guys, we found another Harry. You know, Harry stole his son's call sign. This guy's been jamming on 7200. He's coming down here and acting oh so innocent. Another one. Just another one, boys.
On 13-watt.
Don't explain it to me, Will.
Very heavy requirement.
Yeah, don't explain it to me, Will.
Vertical aluminum 10-meter antenna.
He's talking a lot about this 10-meter antenna.
With all those big signals on 7200. Is that your contention, over?
My contention is you're a worthless piece of shit, tape-playing jammer. And you got the idea because you heard me down there, and whenever I would come to 7200, I would always hear this new signal. And it was you. And then, you know what? You were talking to my good friend Darren there, weren't you? It all adds up, you piece of garbage. You know, you're just the next Harry. Harry stole the call sign of his own son. And what are you doing?
Anywhere but basically right here.
You're a liar, man. You are a disgusting person.
So that's the thing. So what you're saying, Joe, is that I'm getting on my 10-meter vertical antenna, okay, and I'm interfering on 7200 with all those big signals, all those big resonant antennas, and all those big loops, Joe. Somehow, 13-watt on a 10-meter aluminum vertical is somehow interfering with all those big signals.
No.
Joe, on 7200.
No.
Really?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying you have a dipole up for 40, and that 13 watts you're talking about is 1300 watts.
No.
You're just lying about it. And you got caught. You got caught on 7200 or some frequency nearby talking to W09E. And you know how W09E and myself get along so well. Way to go, Will. It's all there. You just got caught in a lie, and you think you're going to get by with this 10-meter antenna bullshit? You're a liar. You're just a freaking liar.
Yeah, I mean, if he thinks I've been there, he's going to know, because when I am there, he's going to know the difference, isn't he, Pop?
Oh, yeah? Well, show up. Well, prove your innocence. Prove your innocence, big boy. You're a liar. You just got caught. You just got caught. This guy says you were on 40, and you didn't even hesitate. You said, only once. Only once. Friggin' lying sack of shit. I mean, these guys are scum. You know, I never thought you could get any lower like than Harry. Harry stole his son's call sign at the risk of getting his own son into trouble. I never thought there could be a bigger scumbag than that. This guy is
out-of-band transmission.
And he thinks he's going to keep talking, and everybody's just going to listen to his explanation after he just got caught in a lie.
Joe, golly, man.
Shut up.
Is this the only hobby you got?
No, you know what? You're a damn jammer, and everybody knows it. That's all that's important, Will.
It's been a tough road. I had to eat my way out of the garbage can.
Good night, Joey.
9 generations. We were shitting in a hole 10 generations ago. And you know what? We were shitting in a hole 1 generation ago. We are genetically superior.
You're right.
This fucking Will, what a piece of shit.
Anyway, I'm a
goddamn liar. You are a fucking liar, Will. This guy comes down here and just says, oh no, he was talking to Darren. What? And you say, only that one time. Sure, Will. And you know what? The signal looks just like yours, Will. With that little anomaly on it. Ever since you got the bigger amplifier.
paranoid.
Paranoid? fucking asshole. You're not going to be able to lie your way out of this one.
No, I'm gonna stomp. Joe, listen to me, Joe. I'm gonna stomp my way out of it, or?
Oh, okay. So you're coming to 7,200, and this time, since you've been outed, you're gonna come out, right? You're coming out of the closet, right?
Yeah, okay, Joe.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. Your damn lie.
Probably gonna be.
Your damn lie lasted what? 20 minutes?
I'm gonna be a piece of shit. So you
Oh, bring it on, boy. Boy, I tell you. Hey, ain't that great? Ain't it great? He's just like Harry when I outed Harry. What did he say? Oh, he said, no, I'm Harry the Third. And I said, that's interesting. Your father died, and he was Harry. He was Harry.
Been jamming on 7,200 again. And
then he changed pace. Said, what are you going to do about it? Will just went there. Will just went there, and he said, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, right, Will?
Hey, Chad.
I wish Harry would come back.
And damn.
You don't care who you talk to. You have no morals, no ethics, nothing.
I do not run a tuner. It's resonant at 3870. I run a straight solid state amplifier straight out to the antenna. And Joe, if I go to 7,200, you jackass, that places me on a full wave dipole, Joe, which does not radiate.
Will, you've already,
I transmitted
caught in a lie.
On a out of band 10-to-1 SWR antenna.
You can't call these guys out because they don't care.
You know,
they don't care how phony they look.
Well, but when I cut some copper, you'll know I'm there.
Okay, I'm waiting for you because I'll be able to identify your signal. That's perfectly fine, Will. I wish you would have done it 6 months ago rather than hide like a little coward and play recordings.
Well, you're stupid because I don't do that.
Oh, yes, you do.
Say, what a dumbass.
I may be a dumbass, Will, but I called you out. And you lied.
Stupid,
You said, oh, no, I don't have an antenna that even works on 40. Really? You were talking to Darren. Was Darren on 40? Yeah. I don't have an antenna that works on 40. Will, you're a bad liar. You're just a bad liar. Idiot, bad liar, lying piece of shit. Damn jam.
Will play recordings. I've never played.
Never ID'd one time on 7,200. That was his plan. That was his plan. I'm never going to talk on this frequency. I'm just going to play recordings. They'll never hear my voice. They'll never hear my call sign. I'm just going to jam away on 7,200.
4 years old, so, you know, whatever, Joe. But when I do cut some copper, you know, for 40 meters, you're going to know that it's me, because I'm going to let you know it's me. Do you hear me?
Oh, I hear you. You're threatening to come to 7,200 and cause trouble. That's perfectly fine with me. I mean, you've been here already. What's the big deal?
What's your call?
Don't threaten Joe.
Boy, what a piece of shit. Boy, I tell you what, Possum, you really collect an unbelievable collection of operators. You really do. You got Harry that stole his own son's call sign, then denied he was Harry Jr. He said, oh, no, I'm Harry the Third. I said, there's an obituary that claims you're not. And then the whole story changed, and it was like, what are you going to do about it? It's just like what Will said. Will just said, what are you going to do about it? That's it. That's what it comes down to in the final analysis. What are you going to do about it? When you get caught and there's no way out, you just say, hey, what are you going to do about it?
Admission of guilt.
What a creep. The whole time. He comes out here on 75 meters and pretends, oh, he's such an innocent little
again. Over.
Harry, I heard you. Will, I heard you the other day.
Have you been jamming again, Joe?
You're pathetic, Will. You're just, I mean, it's When you got, I mean, what the hell happened to you?
I like Harry. I heard you the other
Yeah, you like Harry because Harry was a phenomenal liar. And you are a liar. So, you know, I guess you guys like it.
Back, man.
Yeah.
I heard Harry passed his test. He's coming back. Yeah, he's got a score to settle. I don't know who it is, but he said he's got a score to settle.
You know what that son of a bitch did? He probably sent his son in there to take the test.
He's pretty pissed off.
Oh, he should be pissed off. I mean, when someone outs you like that you could have really harmed your own son. You know, he would have gotten in trouble. And he went down the band, right? That's a general class license. He was operating down in the extra class. He even said, I got the damn recording right here on my computer. He even said, I'm not supposed to be here. Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't him that wasn't supposed to be there. His son wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't supposed to be anywhere other than on 2 meters.
Give up my gun either.
Unbelievable. What a collection of freaks, petty criminals, and just general pieces of garbage.
I'll be getting the tape measure out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you get to getting. It's already too late. You know what you're going to do, Will? You're going to look up at your antenna and say, wow, they did hear me. They did hear me on 7200. I was beginning to wonder.
You know, back when I was when I was stockpiling my copper, man, that was back when they were making good copper. I mean, they really good, pure copper.
Boy, what a liar.
The best copper making.
I can't even transmit on 40 meters.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of tubing. It's thick wall, you know, like, I don't know.
You know.
They do something with some copper tubing, possibly.
You know.
I'll never give up the only...
Yeah, I can't even transmit on 40 meters.
I mean, it's only, what, 32, 33 feet? I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, now he's trying to threaten people by saying he's coming to 7200 to settle the score. Good luck. Good friggin' luck.
To say that I've been there, then I suppose once I am there, then they can just figure it out for themselves.
You were there. You have been there the last 6 months. You've been playing that same recording over and over again, and you got caught.
And you're a liar again.
I'm no liar. You are the liar. You just proved it. That other guy comes out here and says, oh no, I heard him talking to Darren. And then you flip. And then you flip and say, well, only one time. Only one time. What a lying sack of shit. You're disgusting.
And Joe is so damn worried about me that somehow he heard me.
It's not me that you should worry about.
I wouldn't worry about Joe.
Oh, I'm not worried about Joe.
Oh no, you should be worried about HFDF. You should be worried about HFDF because you've been doing that way too long.
Whatever.
Whatever.
What kind of imaginary, I mean, I give it to you. You know, you do have to have imagination for various purposes in the modern world.
Are you lying now,
no
Will?
Imagination, man, they're pretty worthless.
Are you lying now, or were you lying before?
Give you that, Joe.
When were you lying, Will?
Imagination, but I'm sorry, I just don't have the capability except for a low power transmission on a damn 10-meter aluminum antenna that's falling apart, by the way. Half of the ground radios have fallen off of that antenna.
Yeah, sure, Will.
And so it just fascinates me, Joe. How did you hear
Talking
me
way too much.
on that falling apart piece of shit? What's that company, Stereo, Joe? That $80 falling apart stereo aluminum 5/8. How did you hear me on 13 watts, Joe?
Well, here's the question. Why didn't you say that when I said you were on 7200 jamming? Why didn't you give me that detail? What I heard was I can't transmit on 40 meters.
No, I did say that.
Yes, you did. You absolutely did. And then you completely, apparently, forgot about talking to Dummy Darren. Completely forgot. As soon as the guy mentions it, you flip immediately. Go, oh yeah.
I've been shut down 5,200 possum on a stereo.
I'll tell you what, Will, if you ever get arrested by the po-po, don't talk to them because you're going to end up in jail. You are dumb.
I've been shutting them down, man. Watch out. They're going to come down here looking for us. Over.
That's very impressive, Will.
Yeah, it's very impressive, your ability. You know, this is another Harry type of character. Harry told these guys that, it's another kind of character just like Harry. Flies through his teeth, carries the lie for 6 months. And he doesn't care. He simply doesn't care. But, you know, someone else maybe does care. And 7200 is really monitored.
That's my new name.
I'm hoping somebody there puts 2 and 2 together.
I want you to just call me
They might not, but maybe. You're a damn liar. Don't you feel bad, Will?
I am probably one of the most honest people you probably ever spoke to. There might be a few.
Oh, I know that's a lie.
One of the more honest you've ever spoken to, Joe.
Oh, sure you are, Will.
Well, ask me a question. Go ahead.
I'm just part of the gullible crew. I believe what ham radio operators tell me. I mean, I am so freaking clueless.
An open book.
If you say you've never been on 7200 running 1300 watts playing that same recording over and over again with that same characteristic part on your signal, now we're going to say no, it's not me. And I'm going to believe you, Will. Because you know what? I'm gullible. I'm gullible and stupid. You're just like Harry. Harry used to come out here, and you know what he used to do? He used to say, hey guys, we have to ID. It's been 10 minutes. He ID'd every 10 minutes. The only problem is he used the wrong call sign. Huh.
You know, I'll make sure, Joe, when I get to 40, when I get there, I'll make sure to let everybody know that you told me to come.
Absolutely. I wish you would all show up on 40 meters on 72.
Oh, I will. I'm going to let them know, you know, Joe, hey, everybody.
And then claim.
Joe told me to come down here, everybody. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, and then claim this is the first time you've ever transmitted on this frequency. Please do that. That's like that icing on the cake. God, what a lying piece of garbage. It's amazing. You can't believe anything these guys say. Not one word.
Joe told me to come down here and see him, everybody.
Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Everybody knows you're a damn liar now, Will. You got caught just tonight lying. Oh, I've never been there. I don't have an antenna that'll work. Oh yeah, that one time I was talking to Darren. You sure it was one time, Will? You sure it wasn't a couple of times?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't every week? Are you sure it wasn't every week or 2 times a week for the last 6 months? You sure you weren't playing that same recording? Never heard anybody else play that recording. Seems to be the one you like.
Very impressive.
Very impressive, Will. I mean, another documented case of a lying piece of shit. Very impressive. That took some work. I mean, within a span of 15 minutes, you went from telling the complete truth to saying, only that one time.
He's so jealous.
He's jelly.
He's so jelly.
I just hope that HFDS, which monitors 7200, caught your GPS location. And now it's been snooping around, and somebody will leak it back to those boys. And I hope they lock you up.
Got an apartment somewhere close to me and set up something, and he's going to make a bunch of noise and try to say it's me, I guess.
Oh, now, are you saying now Are you saying now somebody's going to fool the FCC into busting you?
TV truck.
Oh,
Maybe those old
boy.
TV trucks.
This guy's guilty. This guy is so fucking guilty.
Towers. You hired somebody to
Wait a minute.
set people up, Joe.
This is too much.
Well, Joe wouldn't spend a nickel. He wouldn't spend a nickel to see a mouse eat a bale of hay.
No, I didn't think about that. Well, you know, possibly he might take it out in trade, or...
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta watch out for those communicable diseases.
Well, I can't believe it. Now he's setting up the scenario
He
where
don't
somebody's
care.
going to set him up and make it look like he was the one on 7200 jamming.
He's going to do
Oh.
He's not going to catch these diseases. He's just going to give them.
This is classic. This is fucking classic. You piece of garbage. God. Hey, is there any limit? Is there any limit to your behavior? No. You're like Harry. I'll fuck my own son over. I'll use his call sign. I'll go down into the extra portion of the band when he's a general. And if he gets caught, they'll blame his son. They'll blame his
I don't
son.
think Joe can comprehend
Fucking idiot.
how many people are listening, but I can, and I know a lot of people that are listening. You know, there's a lot of people that came through the broadcast engineering corridor. Awesome thing.
Wow.
A
Oh,
lot of
broadcast
people,
engineers. Oh, you mean people that don't have
They've got
BSEs?
equipment sitting
They don't have
around.
degrees.
You know, I mean,
Broadcast
I know a
engineers
lot
can be
of
just
old
some guy that hung
engineers,
around there
you
with
know,
the
and on
TV
Friday
station
night,
for a
you know,
while.
They go up in the
They usually
attic,
don't
they
have
turn on the
degrees.
shortwave, you know, and they
This guy's a
listen to it,
complete
they
friggin'
don't
liar.
talk.
They're full of
You
it.
know, once every 20 or 30 years or whatever, but they're listening over.
Oh, yeah. Well, they are listening, Will. And now that they've figured out what's been going on,
That's right.
now they can put the parts together. You jamming piece of garbage.
Are you feeling
You're a
any better?
damn jammer. You're
Is
a
the
worthless
medication
jammer.
slowly taking effect?
Hey, it's wearing off a little bit.
Good luck, Will. Good
There's
luck.
a lot of people out there listening over.
Good luck, Will. HFDF will be looking at those signals. I'm sure they got the GPS locations of all those music players and recording players.
Right.
And it's just such a coincidence that one of them lays right over your house.
Yeah, it'll be.
But you didn't have anything to do with it, right? You're completely innocent, just like Harry. Harry was, wait a minute, was Harry Jr. or was he Harry the Third? He didn't even know. When I asked him, I said, wait a minute, this call sign belongs to Harry the Third. He said, I am Harry the Third. And I said, well, when your father died, you were Harry Jr. And your wife was the same wife. Did your son marry your mother? His mother? What the F? Oh, well, what are you going to do about it, Joe? What are you going to do about it? Same thing that little Wilma said. What are you going to do about it?
That a full wave will not radiate?
You make me
Did you
sick.
even know that a full wave dipole will not radiate? Did you even know that?
Well, I do know that, but I don't believe that's what you have. I believe you have a little dipole for 80 and a little dipole for 40. And when you feel froggy, you go up to 7200 and start playing recordings. That's what I think. That's what I know now. I know it. I looked at that signal and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, is there more than one that looks like that playing that same recording? I hear that signal every night.
I hate to say that, but I said...
You lying sack of shit. You know, if you would have said, wait a minute, the only time I've ever talked on party was to Darren, but you didn't say that. You did not say that.
Build a shit house on a shanty boat.
You guys deserve each other. You're all the same, you know. When Harry was out here pretending to be Harry the Third, and you guys were talking to him on the phone every day, helping him with his generator problem, and he was lying to you every damn night. And he would say, hey guys, we got a quantity correct, he just had the quality.
Somebody else.
He had the wrong call sign. And you guys were okay with it when you found out. You were okay with it. Possum says, oh, it's not a big deal. Right? You know why? You know why? Because when you're a total piece of shit, when you see another piece of shit, it doesn't impress you. It just doesn't impress you. It's like that's your baseline. Your baseline is everybody's a piece of shit.
Pissed somebody off, didn't it?
Shut up, Will. You're a damn jammer. Shut up. You know, they're going to catch you, Will. They're going to catch your dumb ass. If you spent that much time over there, they have you. They have GPS locations of all the suspects.
Abject terror that we're going to be caught. And what will they do with you after they catch you? They can't eat you.
There you go, guys. What are you going to do about it? You see, it always comes back to that.
No, Possum, the natives up there, they're either going to love him for sending me up there, or they're going to hate him for sending me up, for inviting me up there. That's right, though. You did invite me, right, Joe?
Oh, right. I'm inviting you. I'm inviting the West Virginia inbred hillbilly up there. I'm inviting N2LYM, the conspiracy theorist, anti-Semite, piece of garbage, homophobe. I'm inviting all of you up there.
And you peek in the window, all you'll see is a quivering white ass peeking out from under the bed.
Yeah, but it won't be you. It won't be you because you're too scared.
Free army here, isn't he?
You're too scared. You're afraid.
He's trying to recruit an army for free.
You got a brand new vehicle. What are you lacking? Gas? Is that the problem? Little bit of gas money?
Some shit stirred up somewhere to be doing this.
Oh, well, what are you doing, Will?
Gas.
What are you doing, Will, when you're up there jamming? You're not causing any trouble, right? You see, the justification that you guys produced, it's amazing. When I caught Harry bootlegging his own son's call sign, you guys all, in mass, said, oh, that's really not that big of a deal. Really? Really? If one of your enemies would have done that, you would have had a stroke.
Maybe that's why you figured it out. Because Harry was pissing you off so much. And you know what, Joe? I enjoyed watching him do it.
I know, because you're a piece of human garbage.
Well, thank you. May I have another?
Sure, you're an inbred hillbilly.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I got a lot more.
Oh, come on. Bring it on. Take your best shot, big boy.
Why do you hate the FBI so much, Possum?
I don't. I love them.
Oh, you sure do. I think the FBI might have had something to do with you having a rather short law enforcement career.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Joe.
All right, what happened?
Oh, I got caught up in a bad thing, and I had to skivvy out of it under the fence.
All right, well, that's a good recording.
I got in so much trouble.
Oh, shit, if you got the same attitude that you have now, I can't imagine you lasting much more than a day.
Joe, you wouldn't last 2 minutes down here.
Yeah, you might be surprised, Possum.
I
You might
wouldn't be surprised.
See, I'm not a piece of shit like you.
That quivering ass under the bed thing was really probably the truth.
Yeah, well, that's right, because it won't be you that'll see that, Possum. You know why?
Yeah, because I don't want anybody near your ass.
Well, then why would you say you were coming?
I didn't. I said
Yes, you did.
that way.
You made a threat
on your door.
You made a threat, and now you're backing off of that. You're a chicken shit.
Well, my goodness, what an accusation.
That's right. There ain't no doubt about that. Everybody knows that about you.
Of course they
Yeah, you
do.
come out here so sheepishly every night. Give your call sign. Somebody please call me. I'm living down here in the woods and nobody talks to me.
Is anybody ever
talk to
offered
somebody?
Joe
I
like
gotta give
an
somebody a big line of bullshit. It makes me feel good. Like back in the day when I was calling the shots on the Eastern Regional Patriot Net and calling out all that anti-government bullshit. You got all these ignorant people all riled up.
From
You sure you want a toilet? The FBI flushed you down a toilet because you made a mistake?
Okay,
Is that what happened? I kind of have a
I
suspicion.
tell you what, Bob, you go
I have
ahead.
a suspicion that you might have been on the other side. You might have been on the other side, and then something went sideways, and they flushed your dumb ass.
7-3. And Joe, God bless you. God bless you, friend. I hope that your attitude improves on our next QSO.
Oh, it will. It's going to get a lot better, even before our
I'm
next
trying
QSO.
some damn copper tomorrow.
Even before. Now, I hope Will has the balls. I know, I shouldn't say that. I sure hope he has the intestinal fortitude to show up on 7200 after, of course, he installs that new 40-meter dipole that doesn't exist right now, guys. Doesn't exist.
KF-80D clear.
Hey, board of you, see.
Another one of your cadre down the crapper popping. Right there. You sat there and watched him freaking lie and then get called out. Boy, that's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, I didn't think he might hurt me on that shit. Man, didn't hit him until he hit the damn aluminum, but whatever.
Sure, well, sure.
It's true.
Yeah, we believe you, Will.
Truth. I don't.
Sure, it's the truth, yeah.
Anyway.
It's the truth. It's the truth other than when you were lying. And then I think it was the truth when you were lying also, right? When you were lying, that was also the truth. Now you're telling the truth, and that's the truth, right? You're irredeemable. You're a scumbag. Complete fucking scumbag. And you know what? You didn't have to do that. You could have stayed clear of 7200, but you weren't gonna do that. I think this might coincide with when Harry got ratted out. I don't know. I'll have to go back and think about that a little bit. What a piece of crap. I mean, you're pathetic. And you know what? Maybe karma will pay you back, Will. Maybe those boys at HFDF will look at those GPS locations and say, ooh, wait a minute. That's amazing. We never thought there was maybe we never thought that they were coming from 75. Oh. Asshole. Daisy, when did he gone?
Talk to Haji. Oh, David, I'm going to get you up there.
Well, you're going to go piss off now, Joe.